Now here's a song that's surprisingly simple to play, although we're going to add a few details. But for now, it's a C chord and a chord of E minor. And that's it. You can play the whole song this way. In a little while, we're going to add some variations on the E minor too. But for now, let's play the intro, which is exactly the same as the outro. It's 4 bars, 2 of C and 2 of E minor. And I'm strumming 4 beats, and I'm concentrating, I'm sort of picking, but kind of pick strumming. I don't know what you call that, but I'm picking, but not just the bass note. I'm going to try and take in a couple of other lower strings at the beginning of the bar, and then follow up with predominantly strumming on the upper strings. That kind of thing. Ah, look at all the lonely people. And again. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Now the verse has a slightly strange structure. We've got 3 bars of E minor, then a bar and a half of C, and a final 2 beats of E minor, making 5 bars altogether. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been at sea. Lives in a dream. 2 beats on the E minor, and then that just repeats. Waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? Okay, now we're going to come back to the verse in a little while, but for now, let's have a look at the chorus as well. And we're going to add the third, a note on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and put my little finger there. That's going to be an E minor 7. And then I'm going to bring that down for E minor 6 with a little finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. All the lonely people, 1 bar each of that, then we get a bar of C. Where do they all come from? E minor, and again, E minor 7. All the lonely, E minor 6 people, where do they all belong? Now let's go back to the verse and see if we can insert the E minor 7 and E minor 6 at particular points. If you hear the melody, that note picks up the rice. That actually coincides with the 3rd fret of the 2nd string for E minor 7. Picks up the rice in the church, and that note is the 2nd fret of the 2nd string for E minor 6. So what I suggest there is you play on rice, we play E minor 7, in the church, E minor 6, and then back to E minor. So we get Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in the jar by the door. Who is it for? And if you notice, Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding. They're all on the offbeat. So what we really want to do is to move to those chords half a beat earlier than you'd think, and then strum with an accented up strum. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in the jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? And so on. Okay, a final idea, a bit of picking that will also help us to bring out those offbeat accents. And it's going to be like this. It's a kind of stylized Travis picking pattern, really. We're going to pick on the bass note. So for E minor, that's going to be 6 and then 4, all with the thumb. Okay, and in between, we're going to pick the 3rd string with the 1st finger and the 2nd string with the 2nd finger. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? Okay, up to speed. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in the jar by the door. Who is it for? The lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do